Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. We're gone for a year.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we're going to do a little makeup tutorial and I'm going to give you a story time on why I should have left my job before they end up laying me off. So be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on your notification bell so you won't miss out on when I upload. So basically I got hired at this job. I worked at a valet, I was a customer service representative at a valet company at the hospital. It was a third party job. I got hired. I found them on Indeed, and I got hired at the end of 22, December 22. And everything was fine. I started working there, and I liked it. Everything was good. So around April 2023, they were doing layoffs, right? So I went to another hospital and I started working for them. And then back in May, they brought us all back to the facility I once was. I think it was like 20 minutes away from me. It wasn't that far from me at all. So I came back and we started getting a lot of hours from May to September, and then hours start getting cut down. I'm not thinking nothing of it. Like I said, I needed a job, I needed money, so I was just like, well, let me just stay here until I find something better. So when September rolled around, hours started getting cut. I didn't think nothing of it. I was still looking for places, and nothing really caught my eye. Like I said, when I started working at the ballet company, it was a very easy job. Like, I was getting hours and stuff like that. So basically, I was comfortable. So, roll around in November, my hours started getting cut bad, and I was like working one day a week, and I'm like, forget this. So I gave my hours to one of my other coworkers, because there's no sense in me being there if I'm only working, let's be real, if I'm only working one day a week. I might as well find something else, or they're trying to get me to quit, which I thought. So I couldn't find anything else. I came back to work, and I came back in December. So basically, I was out for a whole month. I should have just left. And back in November, when I was looking for work, I couldn't find anything. The job market was fucking hard. Like, I don't even know. Like, I was on Indeed. I was on Craigslist. I applied everywhere. I was on LinkedIn. I couldn't find anything. And originally, I wanted work from home. So I couldn't find anything. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just go back. Technically, I kind of quit, but I didn't really quit. Like, I just gave up my hours, and my coworkers were telling them like, "Hey, I think she's about to quit." But technically, I didn't really quit and stuff like that. So they put me back in the schedule. I went back on the schedule in December, right? December was pretty busy. We got pretty busy in December, and there was a lot of hours and stuff like that. And I thought everything was, good and everything like that. But remind you, I was out for that November. I was out for November, so I was like behind in bills. So I was just like, let me just try to pay this stuff off. And to me, I didn't really even have a Christmas, and I wish that like I found like a Christmas job during the holiday time. That would have helped me out a lot. That way I didn't have to come back. Well, I'm thankful that I have a job, and I have a job that I can come back to. But the job market, I didn't think the job market was that hard. And me being on TikTok, I should have known better. And when I went out there and I couldn't find any work, I came back to my job and stuff like that. And like I said, we were getting hours. Like I said, I was using the hours to basically survive and pay my bills and stuff like that. So, January rolls around. It's the beginning of the year. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna find something. New year, new me, yada yada yada. I'm gonna find something. And I was, silently looking for a job and stuff like that. So the second week came, and let's backtrack. Okay, so I did. There's a lot of jobs that I had interviews for back in January, but they weren't. I don't know. I was just very picky about what I wanted to do, and I just didn't want to get a job to get a job. Yeah, I know I have to pay bills and everything like that, but I wanted, every time, this always happens to me. Life lesson learned. I always end up getting a job that I really don't care for. Like, I just get the job to get the money. And I know people will be like, well, you got to survive out here in these streets. Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, when you get jobs to get money, you don't even want to be there for that long. So I don't really intentionally, this is actually the longest job. Yeah, because I was, yeah, a year and a month that I've been there. But normally I would just end up saying, you know what, I'm putting in my 2 week notice, I'm out. So I was still looking for jobs, but nothing really caught my eye and stuff like that. So the second week of January, one of my supervisors was like, hey, I'm going to another position, to another city. And I thought that was kind of strange. I'm like, oh wow, all of a sudden. And then one of my other coworkers were like, no, they're this job is gonna be ending. Our last day is gonna be February 6th. But we didn't find out what our last day was, but we knew that our last day was gonna, I knew in my head, like, okay, something's going on because this person's leaving. And this is how grimy. I asked my boss the same thing, and he was like, no, everything's fine. We're still here and stuff like that. We'll let you know if we find anything. So fast forward, we're at the end of January, beginning of February, and that's when they're like, oh, your last day is going to be February 6th. We put you on a list for another position and stuff like that. And they were like, oh, well, would you like to go out such and such? And to me, it didn't benefit me going all the way out there because it's just waste. I wasn't doing it or anything like that. So I'm like, no, that's okay. And then they were like, oh, I was like, well, I have vacation time. So they did my vacation time when I got my last check. So I was like, okay, cool and stuff like that. And me and my other coworkers were talking. They're like, oh, they might end up bringing us back. And I'm like, are you guys kidding me? Like, I was just like, you know what? Let me just try to find something that I want to do. I really want to get into this content creation and stuff like that. Be on YouTube and TikTok and work for myself or work for my business and stuff like that. And I'm getting unemployment. I was planning on getting unemployment. I'm already laid off right now, so I am getting unemployment, which is great because I started getting unemployment when I got the job. And so I was like, okay, I'm set. And I was talking to everybody, and they were like, you know what, just get unemployment, figure out what you're trying to do and stuff like that. Remind you, I wish I would have found something that way. I personally, to me, I think I wasted this so much time. I could have been doing other stuff and stuff like that. But I'm glad that I got the experience. I'm glad that I have a job. I had a job and stuff like that. And now what I notice is no job is sacred. There's so many layoffs going off. UPS, I heard, laid off 12,000 people. Google's laying off people. There's so many different layoffs going on right now, and it's so crazy. So, life lesson learned for me is just find something that you want to, that you don't mind doing. Put all your time and energy and invest in yourself, and do content creation and stuff like that. I know I'm going to need another job and stuff like that, but I'm just very wary of what I want to do. So, guys, I hope you guys like this. Look, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know down in the comments if you're going through what I'm going through. I'll talk